Hi, it's Roger here with episode 49 of Entrepreneur TV, and I'm in Bangkok, Thailand right now at the Temple of the Reclining Buddha, where there's over 300 Buddhas, and you can see many of them around me here. I'm in a courtyard, as you can see here, which is one of the many courtyards that are here at the moment, and it is just beautiful, the silence and the energy that comes when you're able to just pause. You know, it's kind of interesting. So many of us, we judge our success based on what we thought about, what we talk about, what we do. You know, and every day we kind of like say, did I do enough, or you know, did I need to think about something else, or what have I forgotten? And then you come and see the philosophy of the Thais and the entire Buddhist culture, where it isn't about doing, it's about not doing. You know, it isn't about thinking, it's about not thinking. Have a look at all of these Buddhas here. Each one is different. Each one is telling its own story without saying anything at all. And I just wanted to make this little video while I was here, because I have got videos in the past that I've done about how to create your perfect week, how to ask the right 8 questions every morning. But what about every evening? I find that this energy here is one of the most amazing energies to just get connected into as the day ends, you know, as the sun sets. And that's not about, did I do all the right things, or, you know, did I achieve the things I want to achieve? It's almost the opposite. Here is a beautiful view of the courtyard here. And every one of these buildings here have got incredible Buddhas within them as well. Okay, I'll take you over to one which is over in this one over here. And so there's 6 questions I ask myself at the end of every day, which is really linked to this, and I try not to think about the things I plan to do or the things I wanted to achieve. I like, at the end of the day, thinking about almost like the opposite, which was, you know, what it was to just be alive. And so one of the questions that I'll always ask myself at the end of every day is, what did I see? And I'm always trying to think of something new that I saw that I hadn't seen before, and it actually takes me places. It's why when I travel, I'll always take some time out with the team or on my own to just go get an experience, because I know at the end of the day, I'll know that's what I'll remember, you know? What is it that you see? So the first question I ask myself is, what did I see? And the second question I ask myself is, what did I hear? Because some of us are so busy, you know, trying to tell people what they need or what they should have, as opposed to listening. And when you really hear what is happening in a marketplace or what's happening within an environment, you always learn new things that you just couldn't learn if you're coming from your own consciousness or from your own actions. And the third thing is, who did I listen to? Because listening is different from hearing. You know, listening is when you're actually taking the time out to really just kind of like listen to what's behind the words. And that also makes me, during the day, conscious of not just getting on with the things I'm going to do, but actually when I'm sitting with someone who actually pauses and say, hey, can I just have a moment, taking the time out to just listen, because there's almost always something new that comes from that. And frankly, leadership is, you know, 10% saying and doing, 90% listening. And then here's an image here of the Buddha, as you can see here. Someone's just gone in and you can see the size. There's a Buddha there. Those 3 questions are then, to me, linked to the 3 that let me complete the day. It's amazing, the Chinese influence here. Have a look at these statues here. Another one over here as well. And the 3 that at the end of each day that I will always end with are the questions, what am I most grateful for? You know, if you've seen my my videos, the questions I ask in the morning, it's one of the first questions I ask myself in the morning is, what am I grateful for? But this is now a question which is, what about today? What happened today that I'm most grateful for? Which is a different question, right? Because it's about something that's present now, that at the beginning of the day wasn't there, right? It's something that occurred that wasn't something that was in my life before the day started. And then the next question is, what difference did I make? Sometimes I ask what difference did I make, sometimes what impact did I have, but it's the same question. It's knowing that the day was worthwhile because of something, some imprint, some impact that I had as a result of the day as well. And then the final one, which is probably the biggest one of all, is what is it that made today worth living? Have a look here. This makes life worth living. I mean, like, just seeing humanity at its most awesome and incredible, and what it's created over the years, over the centuries. So this is a bit of a contemplative video, but I hope for anyone out there watching this, if you're busy and you're worried that you're not thinking enough, doing enough, saying enough, take that moment to pause. Maybe ask yourself those 3 same questions yourself at the end of the day and see what kind of a difference it makes to your definition of success for the day. And then head off into the next day and know at the end of the day, you're always going to have something that you have heard, something you've seen, someone you've listened to, and at the same time, always knowing that there is the difference that you're making, that there's something to be grateful for, and most importantly, it's another day worth living. This is Roger from Bangkok, Thailand, saying I hope you have an awesome, amazing week ahead, and I'll catch up with you in the next video.